my colleague, Newton has alluded to, when it comes to procurement, it is very opaque. And as long as that is opaque, people are always going to die in systems. When it comes to staffing of the composition of IEBC and the staffing of the people, it is not a process that, it is open to the public. In fact, I think recently there's been an outcry that an overwhelming majority of returning officers are predominantly from one ethnic group. Like, how can you explain that to Kenyans? So in case I lose, for instance, in a certain constituency, and I attribute that to the fact that perhaps the person there was not favorable to me, of course I'm going to cause trouble. And so if it is in fact true that out of 47 ethnic groups, that a good chunk of it are from one ethnic group, that has to be rectified before the election because it's going to cause trouble. The demanding of digital as well as manual registers is something because of the idea of dead people voting, in the past election. It is, of course, sending shivers down the spines of many politicians and political actors because, the risk that, IEBC officials who perhaps in terms of the way people perceive it might not have been assumed to their positions, whether they're returning officers transparently, colluding with other political actors to lock them out by using some dead people or whatever numbers they may get, of course, that perception of that risk is high. And so, one thing that's going to be critical for IEBC is to ensure transparency, to demonstrate even the decisions they've already taken, to put it out there that this is how we arrived at the systems we did, and these are the kind of people we're going to work with, and this is how we arrived at them. And that is why, for instance, I decided to get someone from Lamu, even though Kenyans can work anywhere, but if you are going to have 10 returning officers from Lamu in Busia County, in one constituency there, and there is no one from Busia, then of course people are going to raise questions about that. And so I think the whole question of transparency is one thing that has bedeviled IEBC, and I don't think they're doing a very good job to themselves, in trying to ensure they give confidence. The election is going to be tight in certain places than others, and